What's up YouTube, Bronco Outdoors here, and boy has it been a while, but it feels great to finally be able to carve out some time to shoot another video. Let's go ahead and skip the warm and fuzzy and jump right into it. Today we're going to be looking at the most advanced piece of auto diagnostic technology I have ever reviewed on this channel, and well, quite frankly, have ever laid my hands on. Today, we're going to be checking out the Launch X431 V Pro OBD2 scanner diagnostic tool. Special thanks to our friends at King Bolin and Launch for putting this together and getting us this unit so we could take a look at it and give it a review. Special announcement, the link to this will be in the description below, which has some promos running on it right now, as well as some sweet Black Friday deals. So be sure to check that out. That being said, let's get started. Here we can see that the device and all of its components are kept in this super rugged and well-made case. You can tell that this is meant to be kept around the shop where tools are being thrown around, so you don't want anything to damage the device itself. But go ahead and take a further look at what comes inside the case itself. We have the device, which we will take a look at here, but we will take a closer look in just a second. We have its OBD2 connection wire, a USB charging wire, which is USB-C, thankfully, the charging brick, and a couple more adapters for our friends overseas. In the top portion of this case, we have some locks that we can open up, and we see we get some extra storage space for some other diagnostics equipment or rags, towels, whatever it may be, instruction manuals that we want to include. We can throw that all in here, lock it away, and we know it's going to be kept nice and safe. Let's go ahead and get into the meat and potatoes here and take a look at this scanner. Might I just say, this might be the most rugged device I have ever seen. I mean, it almost feels like I can use it as a stopping block for my car when I'm working on it. Well, definitely don't try that. But in all seriousness, taking a look around this thing, we can see they designed and built this device to be tough. The last thing we need around the shop with tire irons, jacks, and ratchets and wrenches is a delicate piece of tech just waiting to be smashed. Moving on, let's take a quick look around the device and see what we have. Over on the top of the device, we can see we have the USB-C charging port, and right next to that we have the OBD2 wire socket, and next to that, the power button. That is about it around the sides of the device, and over on the back, you can see we have our camera, our flash, and last but not least, a very conveniently placed kickstand. Really happy that they included that. Let's go ahead and power it on. Powered on, we can go ahead and just hold down the power button, and we should see it turn on here very shortly. There we go. We're greeted by the Launch logo. Over on the front of the device, we see we have some beefy dedicated rubber buttons to control the device in case, we have oily hands or we don't want to touch the screen. And that brings me to the piece de resistance, a gorgeous 7-inch touchscreen. Now, let's get some tech specs out of the way. This device is running Android 10.0 right out of the box. Packs a ludicrous 6,100 milliamp hour battery, which should be more than enough to last you through several jobs on a single charge, 3 gigabytes of RAM, and 32 gigabytes of internal storage. This device also promises 2 whole years of over-the-air updates with its onboard Wi-Fi for free, which at the end of, the device is still fully functioning and won't lock down in any way. Let's go ahead and jump in here. So we can see we are greeted with a nice simple home screen with all of our functions ready to go. We have diagnose, OBD2, IM readiness, resets, battery voltage, to name a few, with a whopping 31 plus reset services that we can see here by tapping on resets. Brake resets, oil resets, battery resets, ABS bleeding resets, all these resets that we can do on our car all by ourselves, so that's really awesome. And go back there. This device also has coverage for 99% of vehicles, and thanks to those over-the-air updates with its Wi-Fi, that will just continue to grow. Let's go ahead and tap on the settings tab, which will bring up a bunch of options that we can go ahead and play around with. But one we're looking for in particular is the network tab. And once this loads up here, we can see that we are going to be presented with all of our network SSIDs, which is totally awesome. We can connect it straight away, type in our password, and we're good to go. And once you do, you'll see right here on the upgrade tab, if I tap that, it's going to get in touch with its server of the Launch software and have all these updates ready to go. And we can simply say update, and it'll start installing all on its own. Now let's go ahead and hook up our wire here and connect it to the Bronco and see what we can do with this device. So we're going to go ahead and take this side of the cable and we're going to connect it right onto this top port of the scanner. And we can go ahead and tighten the finger screws. And we know that's not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and connect the other side. So the other side of the cable is going to be the OBD2 port, so we can plug that into our vehicle. That's going to be located typically on the driver's side, bottom left of the footwell. So we can go ahead and just feel around for that plug, and once we do, it really only goes in one. So we plug it in, we actually get a chime right away, and it's actually auto-scanning, auto-detecting our vehicle's VIN number. So it's going to get all our details of our car all by itself. And there we go. Ford Bronco Sport 2021, so we know that's correct. And okay, so we're going to start the auto detection of all the diagnostic systems. And there we have it, folks, our full diagnostic report on the Bronco. So we can see we have a very responsive touchscreen, might I add first, but we have here, but let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So everything came back normal. Here we have one abnormality, so we can take a look at that and get our code and take a look at that and decide to look at that further if we need to. Continuing down here, we also have another one here, power steering control module. So let's take a look at that. We get our code and we can continue looking into that if we needed to. But other than that, everything else looks like it came back normal, which is great. And you can see here in the bottom right, we have a share option, and if we were to tap that, we get some options here. We can type in the email that we would like to send this to, so that's awesome. We also can input a message, nickname, whatever we need, and go ahead and send that off. Check out some other functions here. Let's go ahead and tap on the battery voltage option, which we can see is plotting a graph of voltage over time, so we can see what exactly occurs on our car's battery. Now I'm going to actually go ahead and try starting the car to see if we can get some live results here. So let me try to do this here. Foot on the brake and pushing the start button in 3, 2, 1. So there we can see our battery took a little dip there to start the car, and now is charging with the power of the alternator. So that's really, really cool. Love to see that and know that everything's working fine. We can also see at what voltage it's at. So that's exactly what we want to see. Let's tap on another tab here. Let's tap on the data tab. Here we can see we have a couple more menu options. Let's go through a few of them. Let's tap on the diagnostics report here, so we can see this is a list of previous diagnostics reports we've taken. We can see the date, and if we want to go ahead and tap on them, we of course can, and we can view the entire diagnostics report right here. We can scroll, look through everything. How did it do? We can view some codes that came back if we needed to, and all the information of the vehicle. We can go ahead and share that as well from there, by the way. That's a good option. And we can go back now, and let's go ahead and check the DTC library, which this is a super cool tool to have right here on this device without having to go to the internet. Let's go ahead and put in a code here. P0705, I believe, is a code I remember. So let's go ahead and click OK, and there we go. We have all the information of that code, what it is, what's wrong, and now we can look for further information on how to fix it. And it's really cool that we were able to kind of take a look at that here without having to go to another device. So let's go ahead and exit out of here. Let's tap on DLC. So this is going to show us where our troubleshooting modules are. In our case, it was located at A, but yours may be different. And yeah, we have a couple options here. Let's go ahead and back out here. And it appears while I've been doing this review, our device actually picked up some more updates. So let's go ahead and head over there and update them. After all, we have the 2 years of service, so might as well keep it updated while we can. You can see that's actually downloading some stuff for Porsche, Renault, Dacia, SGM, Buick. So, you know, Subaru, a lot of good stuff that we want to make sure we keep up to date. So that's really good that they do that over the air. I don't have to go to a computer or anything. I can do it right from here. Last, let's go ahead and tap on this mall option, which is like a little extra feature store. We can see that like if we needed something for McLaren, we can go ahead and buy that whole package there. If we wanted to renew our launch software, we could do that from here as well. Don't have to go to a computer, can do it straight from here, which is super cool. And that just about does it for my quick little review of the Launch 919E. I'm super impressed with this device. I think it's really capable and will definitely be able to handle all of your needs. Just to give you a quick idea of how capable this device is, I will go ahead and put up some screen caps from the Amazon listing just to show you how many features this device has. There's way too many for me to even mention in the video, but I really do think it's like the all-in-one vehicle diagnostics tool that you could ever need. So that being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. You have a great day, and bye-bye.